Hi, my name is Dr. Felicia, and I'm a licensed psychologist. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 3 steps that you can take today to help improve your mental health and help you in your process of recovery from spiritual abuse, psychological abuse, or any other types of emotional manipulation and toxic behavior that you've been subject to. So without further ado, let me go ahead and start. The reason, first of all, why I'm even doing this video is that a lot of people understandably get intimidated by, starting their recovery journey, especially when it comes to therapy. Some people may not have insurance, or the therapist in their area might be booked. And so people can easily feel stuck because they feel like, well, the first thing I have to do is therapy. And the therapy doesn't just happen right away for a lot of people. People can feel a little bit hesitant about starting therapy, or they might be ready, but they can't find a good therapist in their area, or maybe they're starting with a therapist and that's not really a good fit. And so the purpose of this video is to help you see some other things that you can incorporate into your routine while you're waiting for therapy, or even while you are in therapy. These are things that I see as more lifestyle things to incorporate into your lifestyle to make their lifestyle healthier, and it just help you get the best and the most benefits from whatever it is that you're doing. And so instead of being understandably intimidated by starting therapy and feeling like you're stuck until you start therapy, here are 3 things that I recommend. The first one is journaling. And I talk about journaling a lot on my channel. And the reason I do is because it's a very powerful tool. I understand that journaling can be challenging for some people. You might wonder about privacy, and it just can sometimes feel like another thing on your to-do list. But I still encourage you to try it out. There are different ways that you can take on journaling, but think about it as something that you're using as a tool in your toolbox. Think about it as something that you want to try and incorporate as often as possible, but you don't want to make it a burden. You want to make it enjoyable. For some people, if you don't like writing, another thing you can do is you can just record yourself speaking into your phone or whatever, and that can be a way of expressing yourself. The reason why I'm recommending journaling, this could be journaling in any form. It doesn't have to be writing. It could be an audio journal, a video journal. You want to get in touch with your emotions, and you want to be able to express them, regardless of whether you're aware of what you're feeling emotionally, regardless of what stage you feel like you're in regarding your emotional health. There's something very powerful about seeing those emotions on paper, about speaking them out loud, that it helps you get through the challenges that you've been through. And so don't underestimate the power of journaling. I have some videos on this channel that are helpful prompts to help you while you're journaling. So go ahead and check those out. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I'd appreciate it if you do so. And also like, share, and comment. What this does is it helps get this video out to others who could benefit from it. So if you haven't done so already, if you could please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and comment and share and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. The second thing that I would recommend is examining your physical health, specifically your sleep. So if you can, there's some insurance plans, I think, that will let you do a physical at a reduced cost or even free. So that's a great way to get your body, get your body looked at, obviously examined, and see if there are any physical things that could be getting in the way of your recovery, or things that you could improve. And one thing I recommend especially is analyzing your sleep. Are you sleeping well? For some people, they found that getting sleep issues treated by a physician has been very, very helpful. And sometimes people worry about, well, what are the long-term effects? Or do I have to take this medication with intervention every day. And that's for your doctor to answer, but it is definitely something that I would recommend analyzing. Sleep is very, very important. And if you've been through any type of psychological abuse, I'm sure that at one point in time you had difficulty sleeping, or you may have difficulty sleeping right now. And getting that evaluated by a doctor is going to be very helpful in just helping you move through the day-to-day challenges. Life has its own obstacles, its own challenges, and it can be very difficult to navigate and address these things, especially the abuse that you've been through, if you are not sleeping well. So that's something to check. Another thing that I'd recommend in the physical arena is also examining your caffeine intake. If you're in the United States, there's the coffee culture here is big, and a lot of people are are consuming caffeine every day. And I'm not saying caffeine is good, I'm not saying it's bad, but for some people, they may have a hypersensitivity to it. You may not be aware of how much caffeine you're consuming in a day. And this is just not, it's not limited to coffee, right? There are things like iced tea, energy drinks, even chocolate. Caffeine can come from a lot of sources. And if you're very sensitive to it, or you're already having a lot of difficulty sleeping, then that can even make things worse for you. So you really want to take your sleep very seriously, examine the role of caffeine in there, and just make sure that you are doing all you can to help yourself physically. Another area within the physical realm that will help you with your physical health is fitness and exercise. And the way that I would encourage you to approach it is not looking at exercise as a way to change your body or lose or gain weight, but rather simply look at it as a way of taking care of yourself mentally. Those changes, in terms of the physical benefits of it, will likely come along. But if you are approaching it from a mental health perspective, then you're not going to get discouraged as much if you're not seeing the physical changes that you want. And so something you could do today is get a timer, set your timer, and go on a walk outside and walk in one direction for 5 minutes, stop, turn around, and go back wherever you came from. So you've just incorporated a 10-minute walk. Walking is a very good form of exercise. The literature shows that there are a lot of benefits to walking, including physical health and mental health. And so and I would recommend, if the weather permits, wherever you are, to go outside and do it. Even if it's raining, put on a rain jacket and just be outside. Changing your physical perspective or changing your physical location can change your psychological perspective. And so it really kind of helps you understand that there's a big world out there, and it is here for you to explore. It's one of those things I think that you have to understand. You have to do it consistently to understand, but there's something very powerful about being outside when you exercise. And if you can't do that, it's okay. Try and find something else that you can do at home, but limit yourself to 10 minutes at first, and then keep going from there. And then the third thing I'd like for you to do, and this also goes along from the perspective of, changing your outlook on things, is to have a gratitude journal. Or it doesn't even have to be a journal. It could be a piece of paper that you have somewhere. And every day before you go to bed, write 3 things that you're grateful for. For a lot of us, it can be easy to just scroll through the phone, and that makes it difficult to sleep. And so if you were to take a few minutes and just write down 3 things that you're grateful for that happened that day, or things that you're grateful for in general. It could be 3 wins that you had that day. Maybe this is a goal I set, and this is a goal that I achieved that goal. Whatever it is, get in the practice of doing that before you go to bed. And these 3 tips that I've talked about, I believe, are very helpful for you to start today. So this is going to be something that will be beneficial whether you're in therapy or not. And these are hopefully habits that you will keep the rest of your life. I'm going to go through them again. And the first one is journaling, really accessing and being aware of your emotions. You can write the journal, or you can speak it out loud or record yourself. Okay, that's the first one, and that's for our emotional health. And again, I have videos, playlists on journaling that can help you with that. The second thing is addressing your physical health. Get a free physical if you can through your insurance. Maybe it provides that, but you really want to look at your sleep and your fitness. Make sure that if you have any sleep issues, that they're being addressed, because sleep can play a huge factor in how you recover from, from spiritual abuse, as well as other types of abuse and just challenging life circumstances. You want to get your sleep addressed. You also want to make sure that that caffeine is not getting in the way of this. So address that. And then also fitness, right? And so, and looking at fitness from the perspective of your mental health, not focusing on physical changes. And the last thing is is gratitude, right? Have a journal, write down 3 wins or 3 things that you're thankful for that day. Okay, hope this helps. If you'd like to book a free consultation with me, you can go to my website, skillsetcounseling.com, or click on the link in the description box. Okay. And then I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Also, what are 3, not 3, but whatever number you have, what tips do you have to share with other people about things that they can do to help kickstart the process of recovery kickstart the process of recovery, and also things that you feel are helpful habits that you keep with you the rest of your life. I'd love to hear from you in the comments about this. All right, I hope you have a wonderful day that's filled with peace. Bye-bye.